next fight of the evening and our only women's fight on the card. We've got in the women's bantamweight division, Tracy Cortez versus Stephanie Egger.
So I actually like the underdog in this fight. And I love Tracy Cortez. She's got a cool story. Her brother was an MMA fighter. She lost her brother. She's kind of trying to pick up the torch and carry that torch. She had an impressive win on the Contender Series, 1-0 in the UFC. I don't like this matchup for her. I think Egger's going to be too big and too strong for her, and I think it ends up going to a decision. And I think Egger just outmuscles her, outwrestles her, and she ends up getting the. I think it goes to Egger will win by decision. That's my pick, and she is a plus 155 underdog in this fight.
Yeah, this fight is pretty much a toss-up in my opinion. It could go either way. I like Tracy Cortez. She lost her first fight via guillotine. Ever since then she hasn't lost. She's on a 7-fight win streak. She's got a nice left and a good straight right. Nice low kicks. She's a good boxer offensively. Defensively, she leaves a little bit to be desired. She does get hit. But she's got nice scrambles in the grappling. Overall, she works hard for the takedown. She's pretty relentless. She's got good cardio. But like you said, Stephanie Egger, I think she's a live dog in this situation. Like I said, I think it's a coin flip fight. So in this case, I feel like you just got to kind of have to take the dog. In watching Stephanie's fights, she's a judo fighter, first of all, and she was able to just flip and transition to mount on pretty much all of her fights that I've seen. But yeah, no, this is going to probably be on the ground. And, like you said, Stephanie's the bigger girl. So she could definitely edge out a decision victory here. I'll lean towards the underdog, Stephanie Egger, but I mean, it could go either way.
I like Tracy Cortez here. I think she has the experience factor, and I kind of lean a little heavier on that. Sometimes you see some up-and-comers that are just killers, and they wipe out a lot of that experience factor. I do not think that is the case in this fight. I think Tracy, I could see a very close fight, 29-28, maybe even a split decision. Definitely is going to go to, I would say, definitely going to go to a decision. But I think it'll be a close fight, competitive fight, but I think Tracy Cortez's experience fighting on a place under the pressure like a Dana White Contender Series, as well as holding a win in the UFC versus somebody who has not even been on that level for one fight. She's, in my eyes, 2 fights on the bigger stage versus 0. I'll take Tracy Cortez by decision.
I agree that this is definitely going to be one of the closer cards on the fight. I think that as far as betting odds go, it's taking Stephanie Egger is going to be a good bet as the underdog there, just because I do think it's going to decision. It's going to be a good fight. I am going to be taking Tracy Cortez as my winner in this fight. I think as I'm looking at who's scoring points how, and I think Tracy Cortez, both hands, she's going to be able to score a lot of significant strikes on the head and on the body. And so if they spend any significant amount of time standing, I think she's going to take a point advantage there. And I think she's good enough on the ground that she's not going to get finished in a submission by Stephanie Egger or anything. I mean, I'm not saying she's not going to get taken down during the fight, but I just don't see her getting finished in that manner. And I do think that as far as their fighting styles, she's going to be scoring more points if it goes to the judges' scorecard. So I'll be taking Tracy Cortez by decision.